The Aztecs open against Ohio on a week from Saturday. Single game tickets, mini plans, season tickets available right now at goaztecs.com. Coach, it's great to have you back with us. Shouldn't you be on the practice field? It's Monday afternoon. We got 12 days to go. Why are we talking to you right now?
Well, we've had some pretty physical practices, and we've got after it pretty good. The guys have done a nice job of showing up each day with intent, and so the physicalness, and really we're going to get into the cold tubs today, and then have some good meetings, and make sure that we don't make some mistakes that we made on Saturday.
And speaking of Saturday, how did the overall scrimmage go from your point of view?
I thought it was good. I thought it was competitive. I think there's some really execution that we hadn't seen, and I think from both sides of the ball. But to get in Snapdragon and on Basher Field, and to be able to compete with each other, hit all three aspects when offense, defense, and our kicking game, which is something that we've counted on for the last 3 years, and we'll count on it again. But we want to maximize everyone's potential in what we're doing. We've got great competition, and we want to keep challenging each other. And then, early in the year, when we've talked about the fundamentals and the development. And I think you can see that, at the various positions and with various guys on the team.
Brady Hoke, San Diego State's head football coach, with us right now. San Diego State and Ohio a week from Saturday at 4 p.m. Our pregame coverage right here on San Diego Sports 760 will begin at 2 p.m. Tickets are available at goaztecs.com. What did you think of Jalen Mayden in his opportunities on Saturday?
I thought Jalen did a nice job. I thought command of the huddle, command of the offense. It was nice to hit the big play early. I think that helps, obviously, in everyone's confidence. And then I think, later, I thought he got rid of the ball and got rid of it in a good way. He didn't throw it in the middle of the field, and didn't throw it, where a guy was pretty covered, and he looked at it, and if it wasn't there, I like how he got rid of the football.
And I was there, and it looked like the first couple of drives were really good from the offensive side of the football. They're moving the ball down the field at a pretty good rate. So then my question would be, how do you think the defense played against them in the scrimmage?
Yeah, well, obviously, I think the offense had a really good day. I think they've caught up a little bit defensively. We've got some work to do. There's some mistakes that were made that we got to clean up, and I didn't think our execution was as good as it can be. And you look at, we really look at a couple things as far as the effort. Guys getting to the football and bad intentions, and we always look at that. Assignments, you can have 10 guys doing the right thing and one guy playing a wrong coverage or getting out of his gap or whatever it is, and you're going to give up a big play. And then obviously, just how a group goes out there and plays. And I think the other thing, Jim, is really trying to get some different people in there, some rotation, up front defensively. That we've been pretty lucky to have a couple guys that 3 guys who graduated a year ago, and some guys like Garrett Fountain who's played a lot of football and done a nice job. And it really, that the defensive front, and Bojay's doing a great job, and it's just getting the right guys on the field together.
Brady Hoke is with us right now against San Diego State's opener a week from Saturday against Ohio, the Bobcats out of the MAC. Again, tickets are available right now at goaztecs.com. Now, we've talked a lot about this, Brady. A year ago, new stadium, you only got in once. This year, you're going back. You were there Saturday. You're going back again this week. And is that just because of a familiarity to get your team in there a couple of times before August 26th?
Yeah, there's no doubt, John, and part of that is obviously, we're a young football team. We got a lot of guys who may have been on the team a year ago, but didn't dress out for the game, and so getting into Snapdragon and on Basher Field, I think is something that was real important that we do. I think when you look at the three phases, the offense, defense, and obviously the kicking game, to get Jack and our specialist in there also so they can make some kicks from all different directions. But to me, it was something, as a coach, you look at, we started off poorly a year ago, and especially, that first game opening up the stadium. And, you're trying to figure out how you can play better in the opening game. So that's one of the things that we're looking at.
And coming out of the scrimmage this past Saturday, and you guys said, you guys been hitting hard. Definitely on Saturday, you guys were hitting hard as well. Camp's been a little tough. How's the health of your team so far with a couple weeks to go before week 0?
Yeah, we're in pretty good shape, to be honest with you. When you look at, where we're at, we got a couple guys got a little dinged up, a boo-boo, and so, and then there's some guys, we've held out. We've like what they've done. They've kind of proven themselves a little bit, and we were doing that with Dan Apoko, and this was his first real live action, to be honest with you. And you can tell he's got fresh legs. He was, I thought Dan played very well. So, trying to keep guys healthy at the same time. And that's one reason, Jim, that we did what we did today. Talking to our trainers and talking to Coach Hall, our strength coach. I just thought, the guys have gone, like I said, 275 plays, pretty intense football the last 4 days. So it was good, and I think the guys really appreciate it.
Brady, I was reading something today at ESPN.com that got me scared. Now, I get scared about a lot of things. Typically, people don't get scared at ESPN.com, but they rank like the top, 40 quarterbacks in the nation, and they list Curtis Rourke. Ohio, 69.1% completion percentage, 3,256 yards. There's a MAC defensive coordinator quoted that says he's the real deal. He's an NFL player for sure, a top-notch thrower, can make every throw. Now, you have seen tons of great quarterbacks through the Mountain West, non-conference the last couple of years as well. What do our listeners need to know about Curtis Rourke, and what type of challenge is he going to be?
Yeah, well, he is a challenge. That whole football team offensively, number one, they're well coached, and Coach Alvin's done a great job taking over for Frank Solich, and he has done a nice job calling the offense, what he likes to do. The quarterback is he's really good, John, and so and the other thing he's got going along with it is their offensive line is a veteran group. So they've got a nice group there. It's going to be a heck of a football game. In 2018, we got beat by them in a bowl game. And obviously they're well coached and they've got a lot of pride, and we'll have our work cut out for us.
Coach, this is a question from our chat here from Jeremy. He wants to know how's the defensive line doing, and in particular, how is Garrett Fountain doing in camp so far?
Yeah, well, Garrett's was having a good camp. He banged up his elbow a little bit. He'll be fine. But you go back and you watch the film from a year ago, and you kind of, because of Jonah and Justice and Keyshawn, you kind of forget about Dan Apoko and Garrett and Wyatt Drager. I mean, those three guys contributed last year, and Garrett the most. And I really like how he's playing. I love his attitude, and I'm really excited about him.
We are 12 days out. San Diego State and Ohio, week 0, 4 p.m. Pregame coverage, San Diego Sports 760 at 2. And again, tickets are available right now at goaztecs.com. Brady, we always appreciate your time. We look forward to doing it again between now and the start of the season. And thanks for doing it today.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, you got it, John. You got it, Jim. Thank you guys so much. And go Aztecs.